Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report so exciting it's like finding out your favorite TV show got renewed for another season. But instead of binge watching, we're binge analyzing. This time we're taking a look at a filing from Liminatus Pharma, and it seems they've decided to spice things up in the boardroom. So let's find out about the newest members of the team and what it all could mean. Before we get started, if you like having corporate documents explained to you in plain language, make sure you're subscribed. Also, join our Discord community. The link is in the description. The report is dated July 10, 2025, so we're getting a pretty fresh look at what's going on with them. Always good to have the latest info. So here's the meat of the matter. Liminatus Pharma has decided to expand their board of directors. They've increased it to 6 members and they've appointed 2 new directors, Philip Lemons and Richard Bach. Think of it like adding 2 new players to the team right before the playoffs. Now, 2 new directors might not seem like a big deal, but adding these people can change the direction of the company since they have a say in major decisions. Let's find out a bit about them. Philip Lemons appears to bring a wealth of experience in clinical research and development. He has spent over 2 decades in leadership positions at various research institutions and consulting firms. It says that since 2020, he's been Chief Business Officer and a board member at a company called ICE Global Consulting Inc., which is involved in clinical research. He's also been working as a consultant at 918 Consulting LLC since 2013. Before all that, he held senior positions at some different places, like the Duke Clinical Research Institute. This guy definitely seems to know his stuff when it comes to the science side of things. Richard Bach, on the other hand, seems to be more on the financial and regulatory side of things. Since 2022, he's been the Vice President, Head of Finance and Business at Studio City PXL, which is a marketing and advertising agency. Before that, he was a Finance Director at Hawk Media, and then Associate Finance Director at Rapipia, and then Associate Finance Director at RapPK, and then Associate Finance Director at Rapibia, and then Associate Finance Director at Hawk Media, and then Associate Finance Director at Rappi. All in all, it sounds like he specializes in making sure companies are following the rules when it comes to money. Now, this part is important. The filing states that there aren't any special deals or understandings between these new directors and anyone else that influenced their selection. It also says neither of them has any weird financial connections with the company that would need to be disclosed. All fairly standard stuff. So now, what do we make of all this? Well, Liminatus Pharma is a clinical stage pharmaceutical company focused on developing innovative therapeutics and combination therapies for oncology and immunology. Basically, their focus is on creating cancer and autoimmune disease medicines. Looking at these appointments in that context, it appears there are some strategic moves here. Philip Lemons' background in clinical research and development could be really valuable as the company works to develop new drugs and get them approved. He knows the ins and outs of clinical trials, strategy, business development, and international collaboration, so he knows all the steps to get it out the door. And Richard Bach's experience in finance, internal controls, and regulatory compliance could help the company manage its money and make sure it's following all the rules and regulations, especially since developing new drugs can be extremely expensive. Basically, it looks like Liminatus Pharma is trying to add some expertise to its board to help it advance its drug development pipeline and manage its finances effectively. This is pretty common for companies looking to shake things up and move in a new direction. But like with any company, doing your own research is critical before investing. Look into what the company has planned, review their previous reports and more. Alright, that's our quick look at Liminatus Pharma's latest filing. What do you think about these new appointments? Do you think they'll make a difference? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. We're going to be going through how to read an annual report. Order 10K as the annual report is called for US businesses. So watching, and we'll see you in the next video.